I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know, I've been through that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It's certainly. Is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync, otherwise your quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. B.C. Johnson there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Open man, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
13 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the gun on third down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The offense retains possession.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Winston. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Marcus Peters.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll throw again. Winston. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Goal at the 2.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? White 25. Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50. Check, 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 check. Let's keep bringing it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Right there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
26, Le'Veon.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Flush to his right. He may try to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bears will extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Jerick McKinnon now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
54 check, 54.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Taken down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over.
Yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Are you going to jump?
First down, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
For Chicago.
A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards.
4-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Jameis to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
4-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. So here's a first down throw that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Wait.
Now Winston. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Flip it. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jameis again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
3rd down.
Ready? Blue lady. Check Mike 54. Mike 53. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
3rd and long for Winston. John Simon that time coming through to make the play.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Right there, 54, right there. Gun.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throw left side complete. That's Bell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. It's caught. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Greg, don't say nothing. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 20. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Newton on first down. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And a Packer.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brought down just shy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Bears 35, Packers 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. A 1st down throw for Winston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago!
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bears 42, Packers 7. Steven Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Catch is made, it's Harmon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mike 22, he's 8. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now at Soldier Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Gun. Mike's 22. Mike's 22. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 22.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Mike 22.
From the gun, Newton. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's. I got you, boy.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kelvin Harmon there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things, though, a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Bears 42, Packers 21.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
54, Mike. 50, flip. Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl. Right there, 54, right there. 54,
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Check. Watch 54.
Jameis now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Newton. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Allen's got it over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Darnold, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 1st down, Darnold. Allen has it, left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To the air again, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Marvin Jones, 49 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 63, Packers 35.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play fake. Winston. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Today's final score, Bears 63.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.